Oh no, it's gone down the gaps between the glass and the round. That's gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get it out.
Hi.
You need to go and get changed into your pajamas first because you're all wet, don't you? Oh, that's annoying. We've got the sun beside us this side.
Yeah, we've also got the shed and Jamie's bike behind you.
All everywhere. Daddy's saving it for later.
Yep, I'll be hungry later.
Right, go and dry off. You.
Oh, hi.
There's actually nobody there right now.
So girls.
Oh, there's one person. Right, go and dry off.
If
Then
you
you come
go
back.
and dry off and get your jammies on.
You probably need to have a quick shower.
Nah.
Yeah, Felicity.
We're still going to the beach tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm true, but still, they're a bit grubby.
No point whatsoever.
I cleaned their bedding yesterday. Now they're all gross. Charlie, it's all gone, mate. I've brushed. Oh, hang on. In my bowl, there was a bit of halloumi left.
Had it.
Oh, he's already had it. Hi, guys. I don't think I can show everybody because I think they've gone out into the distance now. Let's see. Can anyone see? No, the hot air balloons. Just oh.
How do I get off bloody shorts? It goes me off shorts.
Hang on, I'm trying to show. There we go. I was just walking in the house to get what I don't know what I was going in to get, but I said I can hear hot air balloons, and these three all went straight over the garden. To turn that down. It's right down. That's annoying. So yeah, 3 hot air balloons flew over as we were eating dinner, and Kev wants to go on a hot air balloon. He was like, "What should we do for our 40th?" I think he's having a midlife crisis already because he was like, "Should we skydive? No. Shall we go on a hot air balloon? Also, no. Shall we not? Should we not do any of those things?" So we were just googling how many people have died in a hot air balloon accident.
Only 30 in the last 14
you say
years.
It like that's nothing.
In the last 14 years.
14 years, 30. That's a lot, I think.
You might have to move this camera around a little bit.
I think that's a lot. I think 30. If it was like, I think it would even be too many if it was 3. To be honest, I'm not scared of. Well, I am of it coming. I'm more frightened of it keeping on going up than of it coming down. Like the thought of like being in that basket and it just keeping on going up and up and up.
And then what happens if like the balloon pops and you smash into the ground?
Well, yeah, but at least I'll be back on ground and everyone will know where I am.
You'd be dead.
Well, yeah, I know, but everyone would know where I was. Whereas if you went up there,
you might.
You still got half your dinner around your mouth.
Better chance you get to go to heaven.
I just think it's terrifying.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
I just got in my pajamas, but I'm gonna go for a shower because I can't not.
So there's no point going for a shower. We're going to the beach
Oh, I need to put my phone on silent. So you've put your. As if she's not going to go for a shower. Sienna would
shower every day.
3 times a day if you let her. She'll find any excuse for a shower. She'll be like, there's this little bit of sticky in my hair. I need to go for a shower.
You've got the whole garden.
And then she'll go for a shower. It's because he's got a ball out here. Because he kept putting it on my lap a minute ago.
I hate showering.
Yeah, whereas on the other hand, Felicity hates showering.
I'll do anything to not shower.
What is your favourite song? See, look, Andrea wouldn't go on a hot air balloon either.
What's your favourite song? What, at the moment, or favourite song of all time?
What's Daddy's favourite song at the moment, Lissy? Can you think?
Bad Dreams by Teddy Swims.
No, that's one of them.
I reckon it's Ordinary by Alex Warren.
Nope.
No? That is another one of them.
I know Dad more than you.
Can you not shout?
It is Alex Warren, but which song?
Carry You Home.
Yes.
I love that one.
Or You're Alright Kid.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if I can think of that one off the top of my head.
Mom.
No, you need to. Don't throw the cushions on the floor.
I know.
Put them back on the. I can hear her. The window's open. She's singing. When is Brooke back? Not long now. We can't tell you the exact date, but it won't be too
Because
much.
no one knows his own date. You won't tell anyone.
I know. I'm the only person I think that knows. Her mum probably
why
knows.
do you just
Yeah,
get that chair there?
not me. Oh,
You're trying to carry this one round next
yeah.
to Mum?
Don't carry it round because these. I love this table and chairs. I was saying this last night. I love the table and chairs, but I also hate putting it away every night because you have to tuck all of the chairs back under the table. And
we got 'em.
we've got it on like a garden rug because obviously it's on a patio and slabs. Not, you know, they're not brilliantly straight, but the legs catch on the
Right, let's move this
rug
over
as
a
I'm
bit. You
trying
can't,
to
you
push
can't
it
even see
in.
me. This is just
Well,
from
no,
here.
you need to move it back, not over.
No.
It's back. How's Jamie? Jamie's all right. He's good. He's
He's at work and he's going to the beer garden.
yeah. He's
Guys, you can't see me anymore.
no, you won't be able to get everyone in because it's that way up, not the other way round.
Okay, I'll go on my knees.
Sienna hasn't eaten a lot.
When does Sienna eat a lot in this weather?
She might come back to it. This is Sienna's dinner. We've just had. How nice was your dinner, Liz?
Oh, there's already 70 people.
We've got, or Sienna has got, which she hasn't eaten. We had lemon chicken, sweet potato. We all had different rices. The girls had plain. I had lemon, and you had something in lime, chili and lime, halloumi, salad, sweet corn. It was delicious.
Oh,
Wasn't
it's
it?
so good.
That's why Charlie's hanging around because there's still halloumi on her plate.
Well, Charlie can.
You're not having a halloumi. She probably won't eat it either, but you've already had some.
Go and lie down.
I gave him one piece. Oh, my
Yeah, they get that
cold.
from they get
No,
that from me,
hands.
Tom.
Are you beautiful?
me.
Who'd you get your beautifulness from?
From the very strong Baldwin gene. That everyone says the Baldwin gene is like the strongest gene in the world.
From Mama. Right, sit down. It is a lovely evening. It's been so unseasonably hot, but I'm not complaining. Sienna's like, Mummy, you're a much happier person when the sun shines.
Yes, you are.
Like, I know. I know. We should just move somewhere hot. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Like as a pigeon.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Guess what? I put on all the bread on the bird table this morning.
Bread. Okay,
Yes,
right.
for the birds.
We need to get some more bird food.
Yeah, for the birds because they're going out.
Yeah. Well, I come sit in the garden in the morning. We've got some blackbirds that come into the garden in the morning. They sit on top of the climber frame and they come down onto the grass. And
Two
they
pigeons that sit on that wood there.
yeah, there's two pigeons that
magpies
sit up
that
there.
try and eat your starlings out the nest.
The magpies were trying to get in the pigeon's nest the other day.
No, it's not the pigeons, it's the starlings.
No, I was in the bedroom window and the magpies were trying to get in the pigeon's nest in the trees.
Oh.
But there's so much bird poo now on our back doorstep from the birds that are nesting on the roof, and all of the little birds. We're such good bird people. They're just called birds.
Rosie says she loves your hair,
The
Felicity.
little,
thank you.
what, straight out of the paddling pool. The little birds in the
I
front
know.
bush. I was sat on the grass. On the grass? No, I wasn't. I was sat at the table on the patio, and they were on the wall here because they didn't know I was here.
Here, Felicity, this is a question for you. What's your favourite movie? It's not for all of us, but what's your favourite movie?
My favourite.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you could answer that. I can answer it, and if you don't say what I think you're going to say, and then I say it, you're going to be like, oh yeah, it's that. Your favourite movie?
Begins with a M.
Ma. Her favourite movie is Begins with a Ma. No, it doesn't.
Wicked.
Yes, it does.
You think Wicked? Okay, what do you think her favourite movie is going to be?
I can't
Matilda.
remember. Huh?
Dad says Matilda.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I say Paddington.
Paddington in
win.
Peru is the best.
I win.
You can always.
I can't believe you couldn't think of it yourself. You love Paddington.
No, when it comes to movies, I don't remember them.
Yeah, I know. I find it strange
So what's
people
your
that
favourite
can.
movie, Kavy?
I find it strange people though who can say, "Oh yeah, that movie with such and such and such and such in." I'm like, what? My favourite movie is P.S. I Love You. I love that movie.
Okay, I'm guessing that's an adult movie.
Yeah, it is. But to be fair,
It's a boring
it's
movie,
not
isn't it?
boring. How can you say P.S. I Love You is boring? It's not boring, and the Irish accent.
Oh,
The
do you know
best.
what's probably... So, my third favourite is Wonder. Wonder's
Oh yeah, you watched that the other night, weren't you? She
Apparently
likes
you're
Wonder.
looking so pretty in pink.
Oh, thanks. These tops though are a bit short, but I was having a look, and they do them in New Look. So I'm going to have a look in the New Look tool section and see if they do them in the tool. Not that I'm
Oh.
tall. I'm not tall at all. Oh, that rhymed.
I'm tall.
But my body is long. My legs are short. I've got really short legs, but a really long body. And I always find that I can't get trousers to fit me because they're always too long, and I can't get tops to fit me because they're always too short. So, but I do like this.
I'm the
You
opposite
don't
to
know,
you.
I've got it here.
I can't...
Oh, that's someone else's Rose's favourite.
Are we
movie as
doing
well.
anything nice this weekend?
We're going to the
Maybe-
beach tomorrow.
Maybe go to
Yeah,
the
we'll go
beach
to the beach
tomorrow, as
tomorrow.
long as I don't wake up and it's raining.
Oh.
There was
We're going to
another.
do a lovely tip run tomorrow morning.
Oh no, that's
There was
gonna be
another
the
question which I
worst.
thought was good. Name any country you'd like to visit just for the cuisine.
Just like what?
For cuisine.
Yeah. I don't
You want to
actually-
go to the Maldives?
Yeah, I won't go to the
not-
Maldives for the
not
cuisine.
For cuisine.
Because do you know what the word cuisine means?
Hell no.
Food. For food.
Oh, for food.
I would
Yeah,
love to go to
so-
Italy, but like
We've been to Italy.
no,
Italy's got too much pizza.
No, like-
There's nothing
like-
else but pizza.
like a rural part of Italy where there's no tourism, where
Oh,
it's natural. Or I'd love to go to North Korea as well.
That-
Korean food looks lovely.
that place.
North Korea.
Well, just Korean.
Don't you mean? Which one is it you can't go to? That's North Korea, isn't it? You mean
So
South Korea? Korea.
But just Korean food.
We
in
were
general.
watching. We've never watched it before. Race Across the World. So we saw the new season of that was coming out, and I was like, I think we'll enjoy watching that. So we've been watching the last season, and they went to Korea in that, didn't they?
Yeah.
They started off in Japan. Was it Japan? Yeah, Japan, and they went through
But yeah, the food.
Thailand and Korea, and now they're we're on the episode. We're on the last episode, aren't we? Where they're in Indonesia at the moment.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think we fell asleep to it. Yeah, it's taken us a while to watch it.
wait.
Hold on.
What food would you like to eat?
Sorry, guys.
Where was?
Are you okay, Sienna?
I think she's okay. I can hear her singing. She'll
I
be in
can-
there
I can
for
also hear water
hours.
spraying everywhere.
Yeah, she's probably making a mess as well.
What's the place where Brooke went to her
Let me
first?
just
There?
make sure that
Bali.
water's actually.
Bali.
Huh?
Read my
I want to
phone,
go
David.
Bali for food.
Yeah, no, because my phone's doing
I'm
what
gonna
it
make
always
sure
does.
that water's actually.
Bali, yeah.
Yeah.
The food that Brooke was eating in Bali was just amazing, absolutely amazing, and so cheap. Like the smoothie bowls with all of the fresh fruit and
Yeah.
fresh coconut. I would like to go to. I think I would go to Asia to try it for food, for cuisine. I'd love to go. Yeah, like you said, like Bali, those sorts of places.
The places where you can get like smoothie bowls
Yeah.
and
I
that
fancy
kind of food.
Yeah, I fancy a smoothie. Get down, Charlie. You're not having Sienna's dinner. I quite fancy a smoothie bowl now, even though I'm absolutely full up.
No, Mum, I was talking about a smoothie bowl this morning, and Dad said, "Not
We
right
haven't got
now."
all the stuff. That's why, because I need to go shopping.
Yeah, we do.
We don't. We haven't got any frozen fruit or anything.
We've got the frozen green fruit.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
I thought that had been drank.
No.
How's Brooke? I've not spoken to Brooke for a couple of days actually. We usually chat each other, but I haven't. But then there's been periods of time where she's been. Not only is it. Oh my God, Lissy. Not only has it been that she's time difference, but also she's been to places where she's been onto islands and things where she's been like no signal, no internet at all for like a few days. But when I have spoken to her, she is like literally living the best life.
She saw a crocodile.
She saw a crocodile. That terrified me.
A wild.
She sent us a voice note, and she's got an Australian accent going on, and
What are you doing in my seat,
No.
missus?
and what else did she do? Yeah, she flew above the Great Barrier Reef in like a little plane,
Okay,
and
I sit on your lap
it just
then.
looks insane. It just looks insane. I think that she will always be grateful that she did it, like grateful that she took the plunge and went. I remember her coming into the kitchen and saying, "I've booked it," and me be like, "Oh my gosh, she's actually going to do it." And then it felt like she was never going to go. She booked it so in advance. It was like, just felt like she wasn't going to go. And then Christmas came round, and then as soon as Christmas was over, it was like, oh god, she's going. Like it came round so fast. But yeah, not long, and she'll be back, and I'm sure she'll have videos to edit and upload. But she hasn't been doing them because I guess she's just living the best life, and also. It's all something to do with like VPN settings. So when she posts from another country, it doesn't reach the same audience or doesn't reach as big an audience as it does if she uploads in the UK. So she'll probably just do it when she gets back. What's that?
So Leeds was really good, guys.
Yeah, Kev really enjoyed these.
Yeah, I think Reese really enjoyed it. I don't think Reese can remember much from the Friday night. I certainly was ready for bed when I got into bed.
You went to bed cuddling a burger.
No, I wasn't cuddling a burger when I went to bed. So we got back to the hotel about 1 o'clock in the morning. Reese thought, I'm hungry, as he always does. So he ordered me a burger and him a kebab. And then he went downstairs to the lobby to wait for it. Fell asleep in the lobby, in the chair. And then he had like 4 or 5 missed calls from his Uber driver saying
He was outside waiting
he was
to
outside
deliver
waiting
his
for Reese
food.
for ages. And then apparently Reese came up to the room. I can't remember. Apparently he passed me the burger and I said thanks and then just cuddled it all night. Didn't even open it.
Did Reese even eat his kebab? Did he eat his food?
No.
Of course,
He ate-
yeah, it's food.
He ate half of it because it was dry. Because it's so dry, there's no sauces. And then then the next morning, I moved the rubbish, and in the bag there was 3 pots of sauces.
Oh, whoops.
So obviously,
Oh, you fixed the parasol?
yeah,
How did you fix it?
I took the side off and tightened it up.
Oh, brilliant. I just realised it hasn't gone back down.
Yeah, and then the other thing that on the Saturday, they did karaoke night on this Friday night as well. That was pretty good.
Get down.
Reese thought it was hilarious that I was dancing
No,
with.
Reese was singing. Reese was. You were in a pub when you were quite a lot of young people, and Reese decided to sing James Blunt.
Yeah.
And everyone was a bit like, "What? Who is this? Who is
Yeah,
this
but
person?"
then you had me and my brother's father-in-law to be, dancing around the dance floor to all the old songs.
Oh, what's my favourite Disney
There's a
song?
fly in my
And
drink.
this and that, and it was just don't suck up the straw, don't waste it.
Don't drink it.
And yeah, it was a good weekend. Apart from stopped at the coach journey on the way back, that was awful.
You're not going to tell people about after I picked you up. That's gross.
What? No, well, let's just say I had a dodgy Burger King on the way back.
Because the guy's like, "I don't think I'm going to make it home." I'm like, "You better make it home." Not in my car.
But yeah, so we it was a very good weekend. I think
Good go. Well
I'm
done.
gonna drive this so I can wait to bed.
I think everybody that went enjoyed themselves, as far as I know. It was nice to catch up with all my brothers, especially when I haven't seen some of them for quite a few years.
Well, last time I saw John was when he popped round here on Jamie's 18th birthday.
No, you've been round after that.
No, he hasn't.
He did. He come round a few months ago.
Did he? Months? No. He's not.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, sorry.
He came round.
It's been a long time anyway.
Sat at the table, remember? About a year.
I love
probably.
Race Across the World. My favourite would be Italy. Is anyone watching the new
People were
series
saying
of
what my
Race Across the
favourite
World
Disney
and can tell me
song.
where it's even to? Because I've not, like I said, we're trying to get through season 4 before we start season 5, but I'm interested to know where it's based to, like where they're racing from and to. What, do you already know that?
One planter is in.
Oh,
the
you
other
planters.
the other one is going in. I could be doing it this evening. That's a bit cooler. It's just our back garden is so hot during the daytime. Literally, you stand outside for a couple of seconds and you're sweating.
When I got in the car yesterday, so the driveway's like there to the side of the house behind the shed, and this is south facing, so the sun comes up over here and then it's on our house all day long and it's just setting over that side. And I got in the car yesterday and the thermometer on the car was reading 35. I was
sorry,
like,
Felicity.
wow.
What is Felicity's favourite Disney song?
It's hard to think, isn't it, when you're thinking about things? What about? Oh, you want some more? You gonna eat your dinner now? Are you?
Yeah.
No.
What is on Disney?
Really?
What is
Put
on
it
Disney?
onto your plate, please.
That's the problem.
No, you're not eating out the can.
No!
Put it in there.
She even drank the water out. That's quite smart. So
It's not
Sienna
right.
is
She's
eating
not normal.
sweet corn and garlic mayo, that is.
Okay, so the reason I don't park my car, and I think I probably drive my neighbours mad because I don't think I drive them mad. They drive us a little bit mad because they park everywhere. But I have to drive onto my driveway rather than reverse on. And to be fair, with the way that people park in the street, even if I reverse on, often I still can't get out because they double park. And I don't have enough turning
That's so
space to go
satisfying.
around.
So
So then I have to
satisfying,
go down the road. So I have to go up the road and then go up in the long way round or like do a U-E and turn round. But the reason I don't park my car reversed on the driveway is because our house is built onto like that concrete block. And if I reverse on, the back doors of the car open onto the concrete block. And the kids just open the door, bang, into the wall. Whereas if I drive on, it's my door that's next to the concrete and not the back doors. They've got room to open theirs. But yeah, when it's really hot, it would be better to reverse on. But my mum's got one of these sun reflectors and it's like an umbrella and she just pops it up and it fits into windscreen. So I do need to get one of those, really.
Oh no, sorry. I just saw the profile picture. Yes, I do know who it is now.
Who's that?
I just put, you know who this is, don't you, Kev?
Oh yes,
It's
it's
got a
Neil.
Mustang.
It's Neil.
Now, you sat in the garden, Neil.
Wait.
Um,
Oh, I know my favourite Disney song.
This is turning your concentration face. Right, sit back down, please. Your hair is wet and all over my arm.
My favourite Disney song.
Is it a Wicked one? Or a Frozen one?
Wait,
Or Moana one?
probably Frozen.
Mm.
Let it go. Can I hold it back?
No, stop.
Oh,
Which pizza shop, Georgie? What's your gone-to pizza?
oh. Will we get a new pool this year? Well, we've just been and bought a very small one. It's not really even a pool. It's actually probably made for toddlers. But I said to Kev, I just want to get them something that they can just cool off in. But we don't want a big pool again because the grass is growing quite nicely at the
The
moment.
grass is lovely at the moment, and I want something small.
And we don't want to ruin the garden any further by having like swimming pools and such. Like we've had trampolines, swimming pools, and yes, we did knock out our concrete steps so that we could put a swimming pool on the patio, which we did do. But now we've got the rabbit cage on the patio, which obviously at the moment we don't have a rabbit in.
You can put
but
new rabbits in.
we will be getting new rabbits.
2
So
babies.
we've still got to have somewhere for the rabbit hutch, and that's. I don't really want the rabbit hutch down on the grass because in the winter it's just a bit more of a faff to get to them. I mean, I suppose you could put it down during the summer months and then move it up onto the patio in the winter.
Put it next to his garden.
But also, when we ever have a big swimming pool, I get such bad anxiety. Like I worry all the time, don't I?
What?
About swimming pools.
Yeah.
I'm really anxious around water.
Well, Tracy's on there as well now.
Choking and water. Sit down, please. So whenever there's a swimming pool, I get the worst anxiety about it, and I just thought, let's just not, let's just not get one. Let's let the grass recover from the years it's had, like I said, swimming pools and trampolines and such on it, and as long as they've got something to cool off in.
Oh.
And also the big swimming pools, they're so cold, and the only time that it's warm enough to use them is when it is so hot in this garden. We don't want to be in the garden. Like we were like, that's the days we want to go to the beach.
Susan's just said there's no shopping today, Kaylee.
No, I've not been shopping. Well, we've been to the shops to get stuff for tea. I've not been shopping yet today. I tell you what I did do. I've spent all day in the bedroom.
This is actually 3 milks first. Neil, not
3 milks.
Not
3
3
milks.
Not 3 milkshakes.
No, 3 milks.
You put 3 milkshakes first.
Gotta start with the 3 milks. I opened up my bed, basically.
Oh,
It's
Sienna.
not satisfying, it's annoying.
Sienna, there's a question for you.
I lifted the
Oh,
ottoman
when we
bed and
finish
sorted
this,
out underneath the
I'll
bed,
get
and
to it.
really, I just want a minimalist. I'm not after a completely minimalistic house because that's just not going to happen. But there's too much stuff in this house, so I've been in our bedroom today and completely gutted it, and I'm quite excited to go to bed knowing there's no clutter, and underneath the bed is all organised and tidy.
Sienna, you going to answer this question?
She's gone to play on the swing.
What is your favourite ice cream flavour?
Yours? Yeah, yours is chocolate.
What
No,
is-
yours is caramel.
What is in that glass?
Can you try to see?
The tooth, I still have that piece of what feels like a bone sticking out the front of my jaw, and the dentist never called me back. So now I'm kind of like, can I live with it? Because now it's all healed up. I don't really want it, poked around and opened back up and having to heal again. But yeah, it's not nice, but it's at least I'm not in pain anyway. What's your favourite musical? Hamilton.
No.
Hamilton.
My wife's not taken me once yet, so I can't. see that one.
I'm going to take Kev to see Hamilton because I think he'll enjoy that. All of the other ones, I think Anne Juliet you might have liked because it's like a jukebox musical.
Yeah, not that boring
6
one.
you'll
You-
enjoy.
That one you and Summer went to watch that last
Which
time.
one? Oh,
That
everyone's
really-
talking about... No,
Yeah.
not everyone's talking about Jamie. Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah, that's that
Yeah,
boring.
Dear Evan Hansen. I was actually underwhelmed by Dear Evan Hansen. Yeah. 6, 7. So I've not seen too many myself, but Dear Evan Hansen I was underwhelmed by. Everyone's talking about Jamie was good, but it was a little bit long. 6 is brilliant, but it's more of like going to a concert than a musical. And Juliet was brilliant, but Hamilton was out of this world. Like, even if you don't like musicals, but you like history, or you just, the talent for Hamilton is absolutely brilliant. I loved it. And it's touring, and it's down in Plymouth over the summer holidays. So I'm hoping we're going to go and see it, but it's expensive. And
Did you put that pink me in that pink
greatest-
wig on the vlog?
yeah, I did. And
Tracy
the
said I
Greatest
should wear it next time
Showman,
she comes down on a night out.
Greatest Showman, yeah, you should. Greatest Showman is launching its musical at Bristol Hippodrome, but I've got a feeling that as soon, oh, Lissy, careful, as soon as the tickets go on sale, I think they're going to sell out. But yeah, favourite is definitely Hamilton. Oh, they're off to the lakes tomorrow.
Have you seen my mummy yet?
Nice. I'm hoping you're not going for too long because, you know, bacon sandwiches and all of that.
2 nights.
Book of
What
Mormon.
bacon sandwiches for?
Remember you were saying to Tracy we'll pop in for bacon sandwiches on the way to Scotland.
That's not for another 3 weeks.
Just joking. We won't be popping in for bacon sandwiches because we wouldn't do that to her.
I would.
By the time we get that far up the country,
Can I have egg on mine? Brown sauce
our
and
stress
pepper?
levels are going to be through the roof. I've told everyone that's going in the car to Scotland, they've got to give me a list of 15 songs, but it can't have excessive swearing or, you know, rudeness. Riley would choose that Eminem song about what's the title of it? The Eminem one. It's like, I've got my wife in the boot, she's pregnant with my kid. He'd choose that, and I'm like, no, the girls don't need to be hearing those types of lyrics. So there's a few rules, but they've all got to give 15 songs, and then I'm going to muddle them all up for a soundtrack for the car journey. And at the moment, they're all just arguing, not arguing, but saying, I want my songs
Tracy
first.
said we can come for bacon sandwiches whenever we want.
Oh, we might do.
We don't
I might
have
get
a
that far up and
rap
do
god,
So
though.
that.
Riley is at a sleepover birthday party and
is.
flip out or whatever, trampoline place.
Oh, I'm really sorry you're going through cancer treatment, but I'm glad that we can cheer you up a little bit with our vlogs and my excessive talking. That's what it is.
Kaylee, you are so pretty. That's
Oh,
for
thank
Kevin
you.
to hear and appreciate.
Oh, I'm not getting the same comments as you. Oh yes, I am. It's up there.
You know, you're just choosing not to read them.
No, look, it's that comment's already vanished underneath. Look at my awful tan lines. That's terrible. I'm gonna have to. Well, we're going to the beach tomorrow, so hopefully I
Ooh,
can
what's your favourite pink
rectify
song?
that. Perfect. Or trustful.
Oh, see, I like when you get there. See when you get there.
Yeah. From old school pink, obviously like a pill,
Yeah.
and then perfect.
Wow, someone from Dallas, Texas.
I love that. Oh yeah.
If you were a vegetable, you would be a cucumber.
Would I? Why? Because I'm cool as a cucumber.
Because you're cute.
Oh, thanks.
Not.
No. And
on
then
a
newer
plus-
song, trustful.
Plus note, Katie found my wedding ring today.
I did. Found it.
Lost it.
I nearly hoovered it up though.
My finger's been lost for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Dallas, Texas. What time of day is it over there? It's like 9.
Oh,
It's 9 hours behind us, isn't it?
ahead, aren't they?
No, behind. Because when Paula was in Florida, I always remember at bedtime it was her lunchtime. It's 9 hours behind, so it's like still morning.
You're going to be happy
10
with
o'clock.
this one.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
6 hours behind for Dallas.
6 hours.
So it's lunchtime.
Maybe maybe they've had a line and they're just getting up.
Oh, if only. Imagine. I've just told Kev that I'll be ready to go to the gym at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
No, we've got to be there for 8, so you need to be up for 7.
I'm making your daughter eat her food.
Good.
No,
She
she
likes- she
catch
just
it in
tried-
her mouth while she's swinging.
She just tried sweet potato for the first time. You
Or-
like it, don't you?
If the weather's nice, you can just get your dumbbells and do a workout in the garden. Tonight, and go to the gym.
What? I should do a dumbbell workout tonight and go to the gym in the morning.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Can you recommend a Sainsbury's jam? I just buy not the cheapest one, the next one up usually.
Maybe.
But I've got to say, the one thing with shopping in Sainsbury's is I always get suckered in to the higher end products. So I'm like, well, that jar looks pretty. Ooh, that looks tasty, and it's like 3 times the price.
Why does it matter
But
if
I
the jar looks
always-
pretty? It goes in the bin.
I know, but I always talk myself in to, although
Oh look,
I'm-
it's got a halloumi. Look.
desperate to get the Queenie took her fingers off. That was a bit violent, Charlie.
I think Charlie's liking the warm weather as well, being able to come in the garden.
I bought the whole earth peanut butter, didn't I, and the pip and nut one, because again I was
Yeah,
like,
you got
eyes.
salty one though. As well,
Yeah, but I'm like, eyes up. Like the cheap stuff's at the bottom, and then the mid-range stuff, and then the expensive stuff. And I'm like, eyes up.
Yeah, but how much
Oh,
was that one?
looks good.
How much was that one you got? That big tub in
I
it?
don't like
Oh,
it.
it's lovely.
I bought a massive like bucket of peanut butter from
Creamy,
Aldi
it's
for
proper
£3
proper nutty.
because I thought, oh, that's not, it was 99% nut, no palm oil. Okay, right, just say it's a little bit too much. Don't give them too much. And it was like a bucket of peanut butter, and I don't like it, but Kev does, which is good because otherwise it wouldn't have got eaten.
Oh,
I
that's a
love
deal,
the whole
Tracy.
earth one. What's that?
Tracy had just said her family's not.
Oh.
Her house is empty with just her for in August, and we can.
Oh
go
yeah, we
so-
can come up in the summer
So they
holidays.
can show us Blackpool.
Yeah, we can come up
Blackpool.
if you're sure you want us in your house.
What's your favourite summer song?
Well, I can't think of what it's called, but it's always that one that makes me feel like going on holiday. It's really, really old. How does it go?
Do you know what my favourite song is? You know what your proper holiday summer song is?
Calm down.
Chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate.
That definitely makes me want to go abroad. Charlie, what is that?
We're playing, and Sienna's eating her food while we're playing.
So you're just feeding her a lettuce leaf.
What? But she's got to try and catch it.
She looks like a bunny.
Yes, she still chats to Jen near enough every day.
I sent her a 7-minute voice note earlier on. I don't think
7 minutes.
7 minutes. I was like, you might want a cup of coffee before you listen to this one.
How's summer? Summer is in
Get it down.
the second to last show tonight.
No, third to last because she's got 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's last day tomorrow.
So
Isn't it?
that's last day tomorrow, but she's got 2 shows tomorrow. Yes, Sienna.
Yeah, so she's okay.
Jamie's at work. Then he's going to the beer garden. Reese is at work.
And then he's going to come home and
Then he's going to come home. He's going to no. I saw him at work. He's going to text me when he's on his way home so that I can put his dinner in the air fryer.
I've already told him. He rang me. He rang me earlier in the car. I said that. I said no. I said you can do it when you get home.
He said, then when I saw him after you told him that, he said, if I text you when I'm leaving, can you put my dinner in the air
I
fryer?
think you said no because I did tell you that when we got back in the car.
I think I said yes, obviously.
Oh,
Because I
sorry, no.
push over. Yeah, so that's what Reese is doing. Riley's at sleepover. Are we going on a summer holiday abroad? No, we're not.
Not this year.
Really sad, we're not. I'm really going to struggle with it.
We was going to.
We hadn't been. We had
We was
before.
going to, and then Kaylee underpriced the hallway.
No, that's not the reason at all. Charlie, stop. We hadn't been abroad for years before we went last year, apart from going to Disneyland
Yeah.
Paris. We hadn't been abroad for years before last year, other than Disneyland Paris.
But then, in all
And
fairness,
then-
if you ask the girls what they want to do,
They wanna go
Felicity just
camping.
goes wants to go camping.
I booked that last-minute caravan holiday last month, didn't I?
Yeah, it was lovely.
And they were so excited. Like, to me, it didn't feel like a big deal. Like, we'll just book a caravan for the weekend, just pop down to Cornwall. Like, I don't know if it's because I've worked in caravans for so long, but going on a caravan break doesn't feel like a big deal. But to them, they were so excited. They couldn't wait to pack. They were counting down the days. They absolutely loved it. And if you say to Felicity, what's your favourite type of holiday, she'll tell you camping. So they are fine. They love staying, just doing UK breaks. But after we did abroad last year, and when I get FOMO when I see everyone else doing it. It feels like everyone's doing it, even though it's only a very small minority going. And then I want to go. But the reason we're not going abroad this year is nothing to do with the hallway, although the hallway did cost the equivalent of a holiday. We can only really afford to go abroad if we overlap the school holidays. So we were going to overlap the beginning of the school holidays because Riley has activities week, which he's not fussed by. He's not doing any of the. It's my fault, and I do feel guilty for it. But when the activities week booking system came out, it was when Felicity was getting poorly, because they bring it out over a year ahead, so that anyone that chooses the really expensive activities have time to pay for it. Charlie, here, Charlie, and the deadline just came and went,
Where's
and
Neil going to?
I missed it. Kefalonia.
He said,
Reese.
he said we can go there with him.
Oh, that'd be nice.
He that's what he said. Come to Kefalonia with us.
We couldn't afford Kefalonia. We
Neil-
could have if we didn't do the hallway.
Neil's paying.
Neil pay. I've lost my train of thought. So yeah, so I missed the deadline. So he's only left with like the really, what in his eyes is boring, like those activities that they stay and do at school. So like have a football coach come in, that sort of thing. So I was like, oh, we can just scrap off activities week and we'll go on holiday instead. Like school aren't gonna surely be too fussed by that because half of the school are obviously off on school holiday, not school holidays, but holidays with the school. And then Summer said, oh, no, you can't do that. I'm in a show. I was like, oh, damn it. So I was like, okay, maybe we'll overlap the end of the holidays. And Summer said, that's when I've got to go to my induction and pick up my lanyard and everything for my new college. I was like, okay, so we just won't go on holiday this year then.
Someone said, what is the best holiday you've ever had?
That one to Mallorca was really good.
Which one?
Caravan, the one with my dad.
It was really good.
Ibiza was lovely as well, but I think that was more because it was such an achievement for us back then to go abroad.
I actually preferred the one when it was just me and you.
Without the kids.
Because no, not because I don't.
So mean.
No, it's not. It's because you actually got to relax.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you can like sit by the pool, but you haven't got to watch the pool to what the kids are doing.
Yeah, it is.
Like, because when you're on a holiday with the kids, you're on high alert all the time, aren't you? Like,
Yeah.
which kids where are they to?
It was easier last year though, wasn't it? But I think it was easier because we had the older ones as well.
Yeah.
So when, like,
Close them.
when they went to the big slides
They're open.
and they sort of took Riley with them down to the
They're
big slides, we
open.
weren't worried because Riley was with the older ones, and like they'd go off up the red slide. They all loved the red slide, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they'd go up on that with the older ones, so there was less sort of, but I know what you mean, like as soon as you're on holiday you can't relax when you're around a pool.
Yeah, but if
with young
it's
children.
family holidays, it's definitely the one we went on with your dad because the food
Oh,
and
that was
everything
so
was there.
good.
That was amazing.
That was so good.
Yeah, if it's
Why
holidays,
can I not think of what
if
it's
it's
called?
all round holidays,
can't
it's the
remember.
one when it was just me and Katie for our 10-year wedding anniversary because it was just you could actually relax
Yeah.
and we actually got to do a bit of walking and exploring.
Yeah, we really liked Ibiza as well, didn't we? When we just had the older three in mind.
Yeah, that was a nice little walk. That was walking.
Walking into San Antonio.
Yeah.
If anyone's looking for like a really nice hotel, I would definitely recommend. It's called Apart Hotel Bonaire in Calabona in Mallorca, and it's lovely. It's so lovely. We'd sit at the tables, wouldn't we, at the entertainment, the outdoor entertainment of an evening, and the bar staff would remember what your drink was, and as soon as your glass was like mine is right now, they'd be bringing you your next round, and they'd be just, here's your next, and put it on the table, and it was brilliant. It was the table service, it was the barbecue of a night time, it was absolutely brilliant, and I know from their Facebook group that people go back every single year. And we would go back, but it's so expensive.
Someone said try Centre Parks. The only problem is
my straw's broken.
Centre Parks for us
Now I'm going to drink
because
the
there's
fly.
quite a few of us and you'd have to have 2 lodges and this and that. Centre Parks would cost the equivalent to going abroad. So I'd rather go abroad.
Yeah. I've done Centre Parks when
Close your
Summer
eyes.
was a baby.
Close your eyes and open your mouth.
No.
No! You're going to be off my plate.
Food's been on the table for nearly an hour.
No! You can swap it, Mum. Something
What's
you
she
like.
talking about? I knew what that was.
Cucumber.
Georgie.
No.
Yes, it's a paper straw. Rubbish.
Ooh, what's your favourite disco song?
No.
Cha-cha slide.
Superman. I love Superman.
What's your favourite disco song?
We need to start a fire.
No, I like the cha-cha slide to the left. That gets everybody up on the dance floor, doesn't
Or
it?
Macarena.
Oh, the Macarena. I love the Macarena.
I forgot the macarena.
Did you sing that?
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Macaraca. Whoa! I don't think you should stand on that chair. That was nearly you backwards with your head into the patio.
Your face was hilarious.
You see the fear in my face.
I did. It was quite funny.
That'll be screenshot. Right, it's because the chair is on top of that towel and not on.
No, Georgie, there's no video
It's not
tonight.
Georgie, it's George.
George. Is it? Oh, I thought it was George.
George. Georgie.
George. Well, I'm dyslexic.
You're just adding letters on. No, there's no video. That's why we thought we'd do a live sat in the garden. Because it should be the grocery haul. But obviously.
something.
Hang on a minute. No, don't. It's supposed to be the grocery haul, isn't it? But I didn't go shopping today. To be honest, no one is eating anything in our house at the moment. We keep eating like. Well, it's the weather, isn't it? The weather's so up and down. Like when I went shopping last week, I had, which is strange for me because I'm normally obsessed with checking what the weather's going to do. I had no idea that it was going to be this hot, and it was somebody said it to me. I can't remember who it was.
And then when someone said there's one warm day, you came in like checking the week.
Lindsay messaged me and went, "Have you seen the weather forecast for next week?" And I was like, "No." And I was like, "Damn, I bought mince to make a cottage pie. There's beef to make a roast."
Oh, you know what we could do that once? We could do nachos, chili.
Last night's dinner was nice, wasn't it? With the vegetarian mince.
Yeah, it was okay.
And my brother came round and he loved it as well.
Yeah, it was okay.
We found a vegetarian mince that we actually like, and it's the Linda McCartney one. And I made a lasagna with it last night. Show them your climbing frame. Why? I'm sure they've seen your climbing frame. Wow.
Behind the climber frame.
Yeah, that needs a skip. We need a skip, big time.
Well, we're just waiting for your brother.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
I've done music, I've done lyrics. Shut up.
What is she on about?
I have no clue.
Why are they never tired? They are never, ever tired.
Not in the
Ever.
summer months, they're not.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Like, I think,
The guy who's dressed
I always feel with the seasons though, as much as I love good weather, obviously. But when you've had the summer and you start to go into autumn, I feel like everyone is ready for those dark nights and the hibernation period, because this is what the summer's like. Like, you know, when it's cozy and you like the curtains are shut and the candles are lit and it's blankets and cozy.
As far as he walked behind.
I
Was that you again?
No, it wasn't me. But I like that, and I feel like everyone needs that time to. I can't smell anything.
You couldn't smell the one in the bedroom earlier either.
Shut up. Tracy says she's happy now. Reese has lost his tash. Yeah, we were. I didn't notice for ages though, did I?
He
was like,
basically
how did
he
you
got
not know?
told that he would get the piss taken out of him in Leeds because there was a few like squaddies and ex-squaddies coming if he went with his tash.
Yeah.
He looked like 118.
Your brother frightened him. He was like, "You're going." Who was it that said he was? No, it was
No,
Neil.
it was Neil.
It was Neil. He was like, "You're going to get taken the piss out of," and then he shaved it off. So thanks, Neil. Thanks for that. I've been trying to get him to do that for a long time, haven't we?
Yeah.
Mum,
Yeah.
what? Your daughter's at the edge of life right now. Your daughter's strength is holding her up right now.
Please don't fall. Your sister nearly just KO'd herself on the chair.
Her strength's holding her up, not that rope and the big.
No, you're not running around with my phone, Sienna.
What happened?
Bring it back. Now, see, what have you done now? Oh, what has she done? She's turned the camera off.
Camera off there, look.
I don't know how to turn. Oh, there you go. Right, that's naughty. No. And other kids' birthdays. Oh, Reese's is soon. Reese's is in a couple of weeks. And then everyone's is at the end of the year. We've got like every month from September onwards for birthdays. It wasn't very well planned. Because it's all before Christmas, or in Lissy's case, at Christmas.
After Christmas.
Yeah, but it's still Christmas, isn't it? That period of Christmas time. Christmas. My straw's broke, but I'm scared I'm going to drink the little green.
Let's go make you a fresh one.
I think. Oh no, I haven't drank it. It's still there. It's just one of those little tiny green flies. Look.
I'll make you a fresh one.
Thank you. I want to drink a fly. Yeah, Sienna turned the camera off. It's not. It is the dog, but it's his breath because he's just breathed on me. Oh, the new lawnmower is good. Really good. we've had a couple of lawnmowers. One of them was my mum's. One of them was years old. Another one we bought second hand. This is the first one in years that we've bought brand new, and it's like, oh, this is nice. It actually cuts the grass and with little effort. And the grass is looking, and sadly, the reason the grass is looking so good is because we don't have the rabbit anymore.
No, because it's comfy.
And it's got time to recover from the rabbit being on it all the time.
Ready?
Yeah,
Ready?
yeah.
Wait. You do it and then it's me. Okay.
Go on then, hurry up. Just be careful.
Mommy!
Go on.
Go. Ready, steady, go.
I bought them new slippers the other day and they're outside in them.
Ready, steady, go. I have to plane 10 a.m.
I didn't think it was 10 a.m. I thought it was I hopped off the plane at LAX, which I think is...
10 a.m.
I thought it was actually the name of the airport. Anyone know? Is that the right lyrics? Hopped off the plane at 10 a.m. I thought it was hopped off the plane at LAX, which I think is Los Angeles airport. I'm probably completely wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong about everything.
Your hair's went up my nostril.
This is me, guys.
Yeah, we can see. It's out.
They're ready. Ready, look.
Right, you need to go and
There's
get...
someone hiding behind.
Are you having milk and biscuits? Because you need to go and get it.
No.
Come on.
Second drink. What's going on with you? You don't drink.
LAX. It is. I am right.
No.
Hopped off the plane at LAX.
Did you hear her?
What?
Second drink. What is up with you? Don't drink.
This is my my phone's going to fall. This is my gin that Reese bought me for Christmas that I've only just opened. I actually took it on holiday with me and just took it on holiday. Didn't open it whilst I was there. But someone's got a lift home tonight, so I was like, oh, I can sit in the garden and have a drink then. She is getting big. She's like, they've stopped. They've just
Phyllis.
I call her Liz. Lissy.
Someone calls her Flick and it does my nutting.
Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, they've stopped playing with toys all of a sudden now, haven't they? They're not interested at all.
Well, you say that, but Sienna asked me to get, when I was doing...
Oh, she was, yeah.
Because I cleaned out the downstairs toilet this morning from after all the decorating. It needed
We were
doing.
just shoving stuff in there, weren't we?
I put some lino down that we had left over in there. And Sienna said to me, oh, is that my Slovenian family house? I said, yeah. She goes, oh, can I have it in the front room? Because I want to go build the house. And she got all the little couch. And she sat there for about an hour and a bit, just playing Slovenian families.
I need new ones. All their legs are about to fall off.
Oh, that's not good.
The garden's coming along okay.
It's expensive though, isn't it? Like every time I'm like plants. I did see peony plants in Sainsbury's earlier. Again, as you're walking out, they've got rows of plants on the way out of the shop.
Maybe they're free.
Well, we scanned our shopping and then I scanned the thing to transfer it to the machine to pay, and it didn't transfer anything. It just came up with a zero balance. So I had to call the lady over and say, I don't know what's happened. They had to go on the computer and find it, and then she printed out the receipt, brought it over and put it on so we could pay. So I said, oh, is it free for bank holiday weekend? That's nice.
No.
No, you're not putting the paddling pool back on. Oh yeah, you can empty it because it's mainly full of grass.
You need to pull the one out the side as well, darling.
Neil asked how the lawnmower was, and I said really good. But judging by how much cut grass is in that paddling pool, maybe not that good.
No, I don't know if I put too many of the. No, because I put the extra bolts on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to keep it a bit longer.
Yeah.
So I might take one of them rings off and make it a bit shorter. But no, the basket got filled up. But
So it's a paddling pool.
But yeah, when you leave it a little. I'm trying to leave the grass a little bit longer to get some life into it because it's not had no life for
Years.
quite a while because of you've either had the rabbit or you've had the paddling pool on there. Just leave it, I'll do it.
When we first moved in, like looking back at pictures of when we first moved in, there was two rockery flower beds here where we're putting the raised planters. There was a Christmas tree here.
Yeah.
And those trees were half the height.
But then I looked at one the other day. It come up on my memories on when you get your photo memory thing. And I clicked through. In our garden.
No, just leave it, darling.
What, the hose pipe? Yeah, I'll do it in a minute.
What were you saying? You saw?
A photo, and I was looking at the garden, I was thinking, wow, that grass is terrible. I don't know if it was end of last year or.
What, when it was in the picture, it was terrible.
Yeah.
I think it was after we had that really long spell of hot weather, didn't we? And it died.
All the grass was dead.
Yeah.
Are we getting any more rabbits?
And we didn't have a paddling pool last year, watering it. We are getting more rabbits. We're getting 2 this time.
2 little babies.
2 baby rabbits. They were born a week ago. Hopefully we'll get from that litter.
No, we didn't get custard back.
We are wanting to get 2 girls. So it
Haven't
all
done
depends on, there's 5 in the litter.
Oh, she was
So it's got to depend. I know you wouldn't have seen that. I thought that should have been into work. So it's a local breeder, and she knows what she's doing. Right, stop, please. Stop it, because you're going to break it.
She
And
does a lot of sensory rabbits, and they come into my work and for the residents and that.
yeah, so we've seen the litter, the little teeny little babies, and the girls have like pointed out which ones they would like, even though they've not got their fur yet. But it all depends on when she can sex them. But we are going to get 2 because we're not going to have it like custard. Custard was free range.
It doesn't matter.
Free range rabbit. Kev doesn't want to get more. He was free to roam the whole garden, and he was he loved his life, and that came with obviously danger because wildlife and escaping. He was always at one point escaping, wasn't he? Yeah. And then we managed to stop him escaping, and he hasn't got out for such a long time. Years it's been since he last got out, and then we don't know if someone left the gate open or something happened, and he's gone and he didn't return. I still every morning I go to the bedroom window and I look out and think, is he back? But
so what happened to Custard? I reckon the night.
Shush, because this is over.
I reckon
Jamie's friends left the gate open.
Yeah.
Jamie had friends over, and we think that maybe they went out. Even if because they'll open the gate, go out to get a takeaway or whatever, and then they'll leave it open whilst they're out collecting a takeaway.
It takes 4 different takeaways.
Takes seconds, doesn't it, for the rabbit to get out? But the only reason he would have wanted to get out is because he was still intact. So it's spring, so he's like, he wants what a male rabbit wants in the springtime, and that was whenever he used to escape before. It was always around the spring that he'd tried to get out, and it's also when he's the most interested in you. Every time I hang out the watchtower, get off my leg. So we think someone left the gate open, even if it wasn't open for long, and he bolted to go and find a girl probably. But he was nearly 8, so he had a good 8 years, almost 8 years. And as I explained it to Felicity, I said, if you'd have had him as a single rabbit, shut away in a cage, even a cage with a run, he probably wouldn't have lived as long as he did, because he'd have been lonely, especially through the winter months when no one's coming out into the garden. So we're planning to attach a run to the rabbit hutch we've got, and then we're going to have 2, so they've got company.
Yeah.
And then when we're out here, they can come out.
Leave it, Daddy will sort it a bit.
They won't be left to.
Don't get wet. You just had a
free
shower.
range like Custard was.
Yeah, but you're in your pajamas though. How did Jamie feel about Liverpool win the league? We try not to do it because unless you want to be bored to death.
Did they win? Did they? Is that what I am?
He always shares.
I always get a notification to say Jamie shared something, and I don't know why I still click on it to see what it is, because it's always something to do with football every time.
Yeah, just leave it. Daddy will sort it.
Just leave it for Daddy to do, please. Okay. You 2 need to go to bed in a minute. Summer's fine.
We don't. It's the weekend.
Yeah.
Late night.
We have a Christmas outside decoration. And as for when's Brooke back, she's back soon, not too long now.
Right, do you 2 want to go make sure your tablets
I
are
don't even know
in
what
charge
time
of
it
them?
is. Oh gosh, it's 7:45.
Oh no!
7:45.
How late is it on a Friday night?
No, I meant for the girls. Like, surely it's bedtime now. I don't know how they do it. Oh no, actually, Felicity didn't wake up until
Shall I go?
9:30 this morning.
Shall I go and sort them? Jenna, do you want to come get a milkshake?
Oh, Neil's and Tracy's down again in August as well.
In August?
Yeah.
What date? I'll book it off.
I don't know, you have to say. What date? Book it off.
Unless the cricket's on, we can sit in Neil's...
Yeah, Mum's house.
No, on the roof terrace.
Yeah, watching the cricket.
No, not...
I wish one of my kids would take up cricket, because at least that's played in the summer
Yeah, but so boring. Though,
I don't care. I'd be sitting getting a tan.
Go on.
All of them do
What?
cold weather sports.
Yeah, come on
They have a little bit and your milk.
Anything with it.
We're going in now.
You are not spraying anyone with that
I'm not
water
spraying
pistol.
anyone.
No, you are not.
I'm not
Come
spraying.
on then, girls.
anyone.
Let's get your tablets and
Riley
your...
came home from school yesterday with 2 water guns. I was like, why? Why? If you want to go to the beach tomorrow, you need to get to bed.
Yeah, but
Are you eating any more of this before you go?
probably not gonna go.
You like sweet potato now, yeah?
Mid.
Mid.
I feel they're probably not.
I think they might be going. Take up the roof terrace.
Tic-tac-toe. Where do you want to go?
People love, old people love Kev. It'll be grand up there. Have a great time.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go.
I don't know why I'm trying to strain to read my phone. I've got Kev's phone here. Right. Are you going to go up to bed?
Hell no.
Yeah, hell yes. Felicity's favourite thing at the moment to say is, hell no.
No, because
Hell no.
it's unfair because Sienna is 2 years younger than me.
And
apparently I have to go to bed.
you do. It's not, there you go, Daddy's shouting you. It's not even early. No, do not spray me with that. Bed. The whole thing with home education is it facilitating them learning stuff that they're interested in. And
I'm not interested
yesterday,
in anything
yes,
but science.
yesterday there was a spider crawling along the kitchen floor. Only a teeny tiny spider. And I said, and Felicity said, "Shall I stamp on it?" And I was like, "No, I don't even like spiders, but this one was tiny." And I was like, "No, don't stamp on it." And I said, everything that's on the earth has got a job to do. It's got a role to play in the earth, on the planet. Why don't you go and find out what a spider's job is? She went, "They just catch flies." I was like, "Well, maybe they do other things. Why don't you look into it? Why don't you find out?" Hell no. I was like, this hell no saying. Hey? Yes, it was. Well, it was hanging off of her chest of drawers earlier. I don't know if it still is there. Yeah, her favourite thing to say at the moment is hell no. So home learning's going. It's going okay. I mean, it's become the norm now. It's become normal. I will say that after the Easter holidays, I did have that kind of feeling of I don't know what the right word to use is, because it wasn't like resentment or anything like that, but I felt a bit like, oh, I'd like to be going back to routine tomorrow, because I always enjoyed the routine of school, like that that routine every morning to get up, get ready, leave the house and so on. And so I'm trying to get that routine going at home as well, because I just need something to keep me get up, get out of the house sort of thing. And after these holidays, I was feeling a little bit like, oh God, I do actually miss the routine of the school run. I know anyone with children in school is probably thinking, are you mad? But yeah, we've just eased into it now. I think we have eased into it, but it's really, really tricky, because I really struggle with, why are we teaching them to memorize things in school that they can now Google in like a second? I think that's where, how does it change? Because so many people say, like the school system isn't fit for the modern day, the here and now. It's all very much, like I said, you're learning to memorize and stuff that you can Google. And when your teacher's like, you won't always have a calculator in your pocket, and you're like, well, I kind of do, and an encyclopedia. But yeah, we're just winging it, really. We are winging it, but they're happy, and that's the main thing. And the most special thing happened on Wednesday. So Sienna always struggled with child interaction, so she could go and talk to another adult. Like, she has no problems with communicating with adults, but communicating with children her own age, she really struggles with. Apart from her trusted friend, which is Ophelia. She can talk all day long to Ophelia, and also to Felicity's friend Poppy. But when she was in the school classroom atmosphere, environment. She really struggled. And then I would take her to the park after school, and children from her class would be at the park and she wouldn't talk to them. She would just clam up. Like, I remember there was a child in school when I was in school who never spoke to anyone. Like, I don't think in my entire time of being in school with this girl, I ever heard her talk. And that's my charger. Was plugged in our bedroom.
Yeah, I think Riley took it.
Oh, you're joking. I bet he has, because he had it yesterday.
Yeah, because Reese had Riley's charger.
Right, he's taking my phone charger. Brilliant. But yeah, she would, this girl in school, I don't think I ever heard her speak. And Sienna was very much, not to that extreme, but she really did struggle with a child interaction. And we went to the park on Wednesday, and there was 2 children there from her old class, and she sat on the swings next to Violet and had a conversation, and my heart honestly could have just burst. And I took out my phone and I just filmed her, sent it to Kevin. I was like, look what she's doing. She's speaking to Violet, like she's actually having a conversation with a child that's not Ophelia. So her confidence is growing so much. So I know that it was definitely the right thing for Sienna. But yeah, we're just winging it, and it's going okay. It's going all right. Same as my daughter, she has autism. Well, obviously we don't know if Sienna has any. We have our feelings on it, what we think and feel is going on, but she hasn't yet had a formal assessment. She's on the very, very long waiting list for that. But there was enough people in school who worked with her. She had obviously the Senko, she had Elsa, she even had a educational psychologist that came in and saw her, and everyone was of the same feeling. So we do have our feelings and beliefs of what we think it is, and other people believe it is. But until we ever have, someone that's helped categorically says this is what it is, then we just it's not going to change anything, is it? It's not going to change anything. Sienna's still going to be Sienna, and it was just so lovely, wasn't it, when I sent you that video and she was talking to Violet at the park.
Yeah.
She's just talking. I mean, these little girls are so, they've always been so lovely and so accepting of her. Even when, she wouldn't talk to them. I'd sit in the park on after school, and there was one day they had a box of ice creams, and Meredith came up and said, Sienna, do you want an ice cream? And Sienna was like, couldn't talk back. And I was like, oh, thank you, Meredith, for offering her one. She doesn't want one right now. No. And she, they were all such lovely, lovely kids. Always accepted her, even when, she wasn't giving anything back. They would still always talk to her and try to include her. So to see her actually sit and be included in the conversation on Wednesday was absolutely brilliant. It was so lovely. But that said, I do think that home education is the right thing for Sienna and Felicity. Felicity loves it, doesn't she? Felicity, you say Felicity, let's go back to school. She's like, no, hell no.
Sienna's not too keen on like pen to paper, but she likes doing like the ed plates and stuff like that. Like, yeah,
she doesn't like online stuff. She's good with. They both like their group on a Monday if its theme is something that interests them. Like when it was, they always release on a Sunday night what the theme for the week is. And there was one week that it was Pokemon theme, and they were like, oh, can we not go? And I was like, we don't have to go every week. But if it's something that's of interest to them, or something that I feel will be really good for them to learn about, they do really enjoy it, especially the baking part. And then they were doing farm school, but farm school, candles. I know it's a bit flyy out right now. Farm school isn't on at the moment because they're so busy, because they had the farm school lambing day, and they were like in the thick of lambing. They probably still had over half of the sheep to lamb, And that was as we went into the Easter holidays. And then she said we'll be in contact about when we can do some more sessions, because they're obviously very, very busy at the moment with lambing. But Felicity loved it, didn't she? Farm school.
Oh yeah, she loves farm
I
school.
thought that it would be Sienna that would get into it, because Sienna's the one that's a little bit more feral, not a little bit less worried about getting
A bit more
dirty.
feral.
But Felicity, well, she was well into it, wasn't she?
No, but saying that though, Sienna loves it as well, but she likes feeding the cows, because I've been twice. She loves a bit where you go feed the cows and that with a cake or whatever it's called. Cake, yeah, cake. And I end up pushing all the silage up myself, whilst everyone else just stand there.
Sienna struggled a little bit more with farm school, because it was a little bit more. I wouldn't say regimented. It wasn't regimented at all, but it was a bit more structured.
Yeah.
That's the right
I think
word.
she likes the collecting the eggs and stuff like that. Doesn't she?
Yeah. So they would go around in a group, and they go to the chickens and pick up the eggs, and then they go to the cattle, and then they go down to the sheep, and then they go off and do. I mean, they did some dry stone walling one day.
Felicity loved that.
She loved that. She was, it was pouring with rain, and she didn't care.
That was the first thing she told me when she got home. When I got home from work, that was the first thing she told me. I was doing some building work. I said, "What did you do?" I built a wall at the farm.
Yeah, I know. The day that they lost the pony went missing, they loved that, searching for Cinnamon.
Yeah.
And they found her in the end. She'd wandered off.
Up top field.
Yeah. But yeah, Lissy was well into it. She was well stuck in. And she keeps saying, when's farm school back on? So there's loads around here though.
We got that lovely park, haven't we, on the way out?
Yeah.
Got a nice little shop with a nice coffee machine.
But what really helps with home education in our town is that our MP, his wife, is the person that organises all the home education. So whereas you've got some MPs that are, more against home education, he is very, very pro home education. So in our area, there is a lot of things available. And especially as they get older, the only thing is it's expensive. Once some of the things I see that are being offered to older children, it's quite pricey. But a lot of the more pricey things require you to drop and leave, and that is something that Sienna isn't ready for. Nowhere near ready for. No, but it wasn't this end of my straw that went soggy. It was the other end.
Has anybody else got any more questions? Because we've not had a comment from.
I don't know if I've done something to the comments again. But people are already fallen asleep because I've been talking too much. That's probably what it is. Because I talk too
says
much.
There's 141 people on here, but there's no comments coming through. Can someone send a comment, see if it comes through?
Oh no, I've done the wrong thing again. Oh.
Hello, George. Hi, George.
Oh, it is working. It's just no one's.
It is working.
I've just sent everyone to sleep.
Oh no, now everyone's saying hi.
Now I've sent everyone to sleep.
Has anybody got any questions for me and Kaylee? Or any new questions? Because sometimes we end up answering the same questions that we answer every time.
You sound so rude.
Why?
When you say that, you sound so rude.
What's rude about it?
Anyone got any questions, but not ones I've already answered? There's new people all the time. There's new people. No.
If you could swap lives with anyone, who would it be?
Oh, God, I don't think I would.
With anyone?
Well, obviously, the first thing you always go to say is with somebody that's rich, but actually, I don't think that I
Imagine
even would.
swapping my life with Hugh Hefner's.
Hugh Hefner?
Yeah, he owns a Playboy house.
Oh, wow. My brain goes to, who's really rich that I could swap with? And yours goes to living in Playboy Mansion. Lovely. Jamie's epilepsy isn't brilliant. He's done his changeover to his new medication. Reese is ringing me. That's to say, can you put my dinner in the... No, can't answer it whilst I'm on... I know. He moved over to his new medication, so he was
Wait for it.
on... Your phone will ring next. He was on 100 milligrams of... What do you say? He was on 100 milligrams of Briviact.
I'm just on live. I'll call you back in a minute.
And now he's been moved on to another one. It begins with an L. I don't know why every medication has to be given the most complicated, unpronounceable name that no one is ever going to remember and pronounce correctly. Why can't we call them things like apples and pears? But the new one, so he had to do like a gradual thing. So take 75 milligrams of the Briviact and 25 for the new one, and then do that for 2 weeks, and then move on to a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. So he's had 2 seizures recently, and I said, you need to email your, because I email his epilepsy doctor, but she always tells me I have to copy Jamie in as well because of Jamie's age and because he's an adult. So I said to him, like, email your epilepsy doctor, tell her you've had another seizure. It might be that you need this medication upping slightly more. So I leave Jamie to it when it comes to his medication because he's 21 soon, so he does need to be able to control and manage his medication on his own. So I said to him, I'll email your epilepsy doctor, tell her that you're feeling a little bit, spaced out in the mornings, even after you've taken your medication. So his head feels a bit like swimmy, and then he takes the medication and then he feels normal. But with this new medication, he's still feeling like not quite 100% in his head. And she emailed back going, so you should be on 100 milligrams of the new one by now. Oh no, Jamie's still on 75 milligrams. He didn't move himself. He didn't do the last step. So the last step was to stop taking. So the second to last step was 75 milligrams of the new one and 25 milligrams of the old one. And then when he finished the 25 milligrams, he was then supposed to up to 100 milligrams. He didn't. He stayed on 75. So he hasn't been taking enough medication, which is what has caused, along with not getting enough sleep, has what's triggered the latest 2 seizures. So he's got to, this epilepsy doctor's had to contact the doctors to get the prescription sorted. So hopefully, fingers crossed, next week he'll go on to his 100 milligrams and that will control it better. But as in terms of how he feels on the new medication to the old one, his mood is a lot better. The problem with epilepsy medications is that they can be really mood altering. And Jamie's mood on the Briviact, when he was on 75 milligram, he was okay, but then they upped it to 100 milligrams, he wasn't okay. So that's why he did the swap over. But
That's so good.
I texted him last night. I was like, where are you? You're not home yet. If you don't get enough sleep and you have a seizure, I don't think I can cope. Like, will you just come home and go to bed? Because it's just a constant anxiety as a parent.
Oh, wow.
I will save the live, yeah. Sometimes when I go to save it, it doesn't work because I don't know I think if my Wi-Fi goes off, and so if we have our Wi-Fi goes off, doesn't it, intermittently at night time to do checks, and if that happens whilst it's doing it, I think it cancels it out. But I will try. I sent the question and didn't know if you have answered it yet. Yeah, I've answered.
I'll tell you what, if no one's tried these yet, the new Sainsbury's Taste Different honey sriracha flavoured hand-cut crisps with a warming ginger.
Is it lamotrigine? I'm not sure because there's 2 that begin with L. One is a version of Keppra, which it definitely isn't because Keppra was really bad for Jamie. The other is another one that begins with L. But it might be. I just ring up and go, it's the one that begins with L. We're going to Yorkshire to see Jen on our way back from Scotland. So not long now. I think you said you were housing association tenants. Can you swap with someone? Yes, we can swap. We swapped with someone to move into this house. So when we first moved to Taunton, we lived in a 3-bed. And when we had Riley, we went on like the home swapper. Only the Facebook ones, not like the website one. And we managed to get it happened that we were looking for a bigger house when they brought in the bedroom tax, and the people that were living in this house were being extremely bedroom taxed because their children had grown up and left home. So, or was most of them are grown up. So we swapped here. However, to swap again now is impossible because I hate the word, our entitlement is 5 or 6 beds due to ages and sexes of the children. There isn't any houses that big anywhere, so we're never going to get a swap to something bigger. However, in the future, when the older ones have moved out, we could swap into a smaller house, go from our 4 to a 3, and I think at that point they'll be biting their hands off because everybody wants a 4-bed and there's not many around where we are. So we're very fortunate that we are in a 4-bed. And I just feel like the kids would be really sad if we moved, wouldn't they? Like they've only known this house.
Nice move to like Cornwall. or
Yeah,
something
they
like
wouldn't be
that.
sad if we moved to Cornwall. But when I'm frustrated with the house, especially in the winter, because we don't have a massive amount of living space downstairs, so that's when I start to feel not suffocated, but penned in a little bit. I get a bit overstimulated.
That's when she goes, hides in the bedroom.
That's when I go and hide upstairs. Like, I got some editing to do. Kev will come in sometimes, and I'm like under the quilt with it up to my chin. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, regulating. I'm regulating because I'm overwhelmed. I won't like them because they're chilly.
No, not for you.
No, I'm not eating on camera because I will be crunching. Yeah, so I get a little bit in the winter about the house, and then the kids will be like, "I love our house. I never want to move," and I'm like, "I'm the only person that's bothered." Like, when it comes to
it's close to everything.
yeah, when it comes to, we almost did an exchange to a 4/5 bed because it had 2 reception rooms, quite a lot of years ago, when we had Felicity but not Sienna, maybe. A long time ago, and it was in a rural village, and it all fell through at the very last minute, and I was livid about it because I packed the house up, and it was all a bit of a mess. It was a complete and utter SH1T show, and now when we drive past that village, I think, oh, thank goodness we never did it, like, because we'd have been doing that obviously when our older ones didn't have their independence.
Answer Reese, was typing on there, "Can someone start my dinner?"
Is that what he said? It's so cheeky. So yeah, and I was like, "Oh, we'll move there because it's bigger." And and now I look back at it, and we were so willing to sacrifice so many things to live in that bigger house, weren't we? Yeah. Because the bigger house, it was oil fired heating, so you had to have the fire running to heat the radiators. It was in the middle of nowhere. There was no bus stop unless you walked a mile down the road. But we were like, it's a bigger house, we need the extra space.
Magpie just come and took
no.
Magpie just come and took it.
Oh, I don't know how, I can't cope. Every single year this happens, and it breaks my heart. That noise, that bird was...
right now. Look up there, look.
Oh my God, that bird. You can't see it because it's off. Oh, yes, you can. It just flew off. He was just on the wall behind us, screeching because he'd left the nest, and the magpie's gone in and taken one of the chicks. Oh, they're so horrible. I just want to get rid of the magpies. Can we just get a gun, shoot the magpies? That's awful. Anyway, yeah, so we were going to move to this house, and I'm so glad we didn't, because it would have been awful. We are so central. I mean, we can walk to town, walk to the train station. They can get about on their bikes to school and work and college and all of that sort of thing. I would have been, I mean, I've had periods of time where I felt like a taxi. All I am is a taxi. But had we have moved to that village, I'd have spent my life just driving everyone around. Yes, Reese can cook his dinner. Just on his way back from work. Yeah, Kepler was terrible. Yes, then it probably is that one that you said, the mood stabilizer one. I'm pretty certain it is. It rings a bell.
Someone's recommended a place in Yorkshire when we got there.
Maybe try visit Cannon
Hall
Farm. Cannon Hall. I feel like I've never heard that before. Maybe from Jen. I'm so annoyed that why are the magpies so awful?
Well, everyone's got to eat. It's the food chain.
Oh no, but no, they don't need to eat baby chicks. Do they even eat them?
But what do you do when you make an omelette? You're eating the baby chick.
No, I'm not, because it's not fertilised.
What are you doing with your tea tonight? You ate a fucking whole chicken.
I know.
It's the food chain.
Oh, but it makes that poor little mummy bird. I wonder if it's even, maybe it's even the same mummy bird that got attacked by the cat the other day. I can't cope with my house being so, like, it's like full of animals and birds. But it's horrible. I'm such an empath. Like, it really upsets me knowing that poor mummy's just had her baby stolen. And all I can think of is how sad that mummy bird must be right now. And Felicity would be doing the same. If Felicity was down here, she'd probably be crying. Oh, it makes my heart break. We are coming to Scotland in a few weeks' time. Magpies are known for it, unfortunately. Do they eat the baby though? Like, or do they just do it for fun? Because I get annoyed with the cats that come in and attack the birds out the tree because they are owned cats that get fed Felix. Like, you don't need to eat the bird. You've got someone feeding you. You're getting your whiskers at the end of the day and your catnip and whatever else you're being fed. You don't need to go and attack. Oh, this bird the other day, it was horrible. It was bleeding and we were trying to, Riley was holding it in a tea towel. And we were trying to look to see if it was like the one that Kev picked up that time and its leg had been completely broken. There was no saving it. And it flew off, but it flew and I saw it go down and it was awful.
This time last weekend, I was on my stag do, Teresa.
Yeah, last weekend.
It was lovely.
We are going to just outside of Edinburgh. And we go to Scotland. We have loads of wild bunnies here in North Wales and the cats are savage. Oh, it's horrible. I can't cope.
It's just a food chain, isn't it?
No. I think if I didn't have children, we were talking about this with was it my brother we were talking about it with the other day? No, you weren't there.
You was talking
Dilly's
about
birthday. We were talking about, he's gone vegetarian, has been for a while. And I was saying if it wasn't for having to feed the kids and get their bellies full, I could probably be vegetarian, but because they're...
Do you know how many animals die for you to eat your avocado?
No. But I was saying
Hundreds of thousands.
I was saying to the kids last night when I made lasagna with the Lindsay McCartney mince, you have to get it out. You can't expect it to taste like beef mince because it's not beef mince. And maybe if they made the vegetarian food but didn't give them meat names, it would be easier, because you buy it and it's called mince, but it's not mince.
Well, like these vegans that want bacon.
And it's not bacon.
It's not bacon.
It's not bacon.
It's soya.
It's like bright pink.
But that's what I mean though. Is like
more
animals die from making vegetarian food than what it does.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, it is.
You can't
Google how many animals die on avocado farms. Because the
bugs.
Bugs, wildlife, everything.
Bugs are annoying. I haven't got my outfit for the wedding as of yet. I'm still...
I'm going to look dapper.
Kev has, because he's got wedding... He's part of the wedding party, so he's got a suit, and so is Riley. The girls' dresses, so the 9 to 10 dress arrived today. Felicity's been wearing it all day. Fits Felicity.
She's wearing it in, remember?
Yeah, she's wearing it in. I'm wearing it in, she said. Getting used to it, all right. So I've been trawling Vinted again, trying to find the same dress in Sienna's size. Can't find it. However, I can find the exact same designer dress. So the exact same dress, but it's a plain colour. It's either like a pale pink or the tealy green.
I want them in the same dress.
The duck eggy type blue. And I was like, well, if I dress her in the pattern one and her in the non-pattern one, it's going to look like the pattern's been washed out of Sienna's.
What summer's dress? What colour summer's dress?
Blue. And Brooke's is navy as well. So someone and Brooke will match each other because someone's got navy.
What's Jamie doing about a suit?
He needs to buy one. I know, everyone's leaving it till last minute.
So who's taking Jamie to buy a suit? Because Jamie isn't going to buy a suit.
Jamie won't buy a suit that's the right size.
Jamie will turn up in a pair of jogging bottoms. No, what it'll turn up in? It'll turn up in that white t-shirt that's about 3 sizes too small. The one with the zip on, you know what I mean?
I'm waiting. I'm going to leave it until 2 weeks before, which is only a week and a bit away. Week and a half away. And then I'm going to try dresses because I'd like to lose a couple more pounds before. I'm not going to get to where I want it to be, but you know, you win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some.
Yes, Brooke will be back in time for the wedding.
Yeah, Brooke is coming back for the wedding. I'm just going back.
Then we're driving to Scotland. We're not getting the train.
Oh,
it's going to be the best 8 hours of my life.
It's going to be awful.
It's going to be absolutely dreadful.
Someone said you've got good guns, Kev.
At one point, we did have a spare seat, but then Brooke decided to come back early.
Yeah.
So I rang my brother, got her booked on. I'm surprised. I can almost guarantee you, Jamie and Brooke will get the flight back.
I think they'll get a flight back. So Reese and Summer are flying up, and then they're flying home with our niece and nephew because they're from Plymouth. So they're bringing them home. And I said, I can guarantee you, once they've done the drive up there, they will fly home. But Jamie doesn't want to fly up because their flight is at 7 a.m., which means obviously getting up early, getting to the airport early. And we know what happened when we did that for Italy. So Jamie's like, I don't want to do, because I've scrolled up, Kev.
That shouldn't make my message stop.
No, they haven't stopped, I think. We are seeing Jen on the way home from Scotland. We're going to stop there.
No, Bella's not going. She's got some uni commitments she can't get out of.
So. Bella is on the SS Great Britain in Bristol. They're having I think it's Victorian, isn't it? The SS Great Britain. They're having a whole week through half term. I'm hoping we can get up there before or after. So we're doing Monday to Friday, so either the weekend before, the weekend after. Where they're in character. So her and her uni group are on the SS Great Britain for the whole week in character, and it's like a virtual walk around SS Great Britain with characters of what it would have been like back when the SS Great Britain was on the water. So she's obviously not coming because of that. I quite often say, I wonder why they have reference to me. Yeah, I agree. So I'm dropping them off at the airport bus at like 4 a.m. and then we're going to hit the road. So I'm hoping we'll make it there by around lunchtime. And then Kev's brother is picking Reese and Summer up from the airport and taking them into Edinburgh to collect the suits, I believe.
Someone says that you look lovely. Congratulations on your weight
Oh,
loss.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a boy thing. I think you and Katrina are probably going to sit at their house.
No, they're taking... Before we even get there, that's going to be. They're going to pick them up from the airport in Edinburgh.
No, I'm on about the suits trying on. Me, Riley and Zach.
Is there a bird in your garden, Charlie? Okay, maybe.
Yeah, me, Riley and Zach have got to go and try on our suits at
Or maybe they're just...
Moss Brothers.
They said about taking them into Edinburgh.
No, we're picking them up from the Moss Brothers in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Because we've got to try the suits on, because if they're the wrong size, that's why we've got to go 4 days before the wedding. They'll have time to get the right size in.
Yeah. Is it a posh wedding? I think it's going to be very nice. Looking at the place
it's going to be posh.
The place that they're getting married looks beautiful. So I think it's going to be, it's going to be nice to see.
It's going to be one of them ones when you're clenching your bum cheeks to hope sure the kids behave themselves.
Yeah. Please don't be naughty. Please be good. Yeah.
No, I think they'll be alright.
The menu was very exquisite.
Scottish.
It was haggis, wasn't there, on the menu?
Yeah. I think I got that, haven't I?
No. We all went for the first options.
No, haggis was a starter.
I can't remember what we chose,
Yeah.
but I definitely didn't put haggis.
For the main course, I got the pork.
No, the haggis was the main course, wasn't it?
It was on
the main course.
starter and main.
I don't know. No kilts. Ker's brother isn't Scottish. He just lives in Scotland now. He is
I'm sure there will be
from
kilts.
Nottingham.
I'm sure Katrina's dad and that will be in skilts because they're Scottish through and through.
I know. Katrina's dad's accent was very strong. I spoke to him.
Most of the people that was on Slag that Scottish accent was quite strong.
God, if you spend time with them, you'll be speaking Scottish. Blooming, Summer's speaking American because she's in Greece at the moment.
Okay, leave anyone going tractor.
Brooke's speaking Australian at the moment. Everyone will have a different accent going on. Apart from me, I'll stay Somerset through and through. Although, someone was saying to me the other day, I can't remember who it was, that their husband, it was Claire, she said her husband could tell that I had London family. Like I had London blood going through me.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't think I sound overly Somerset. But my mum is, and my granddad are London. And my dad and my granddad and grand on my dad's side are Somerset through and through. So yeah, mum's family was, but my mum has lived in Somerset since she was a child.
So
but a lot of families.
Flower beds are coming okay, Rob. I've built them. I've got one dug in and set. I just need to put some hardcore in.
We need to line it and then hardcore it, don't we?
Hardcore line it. The other one I haven't done yet. It's been so hot the last couple of days in the garden, and obviously when I get home from work, for some reason the hottest time of the day seems to be 5 o'clock. in our garden because the sun's.
Although
setting.
that corner where the next flower bed's going in, that bit of grass there looks lovely.
Yeah, it does.
It looks really green.
But yeah, so
Not
it will
weedy
be
at
going.
all.
It will be going in
Over the weekend.
over the weekend at some point because I'm not back at work now till Tuesday.
There you go. See, there's the 2 pigeons.
Yeah.
One of them chases the other one, and then they come down and sit on that bit of wood there.
And then you can tell which is your husband because he tries to up.
He tries edging up to her, she moves away. Every time. He's like, hello, hello, hello. She's like, no, no, no. She goes the other way across the
But yeah, so the
thing.
flower beds are coming along okay. It's just work in progress. No one wants to dig the garden up when it's hot, do they? Especially after finishing work.
Northallerton is where we're going in Yorkshire. Nice weekend off, yeah. And Kev has Mondays off anyway, so whenever there's a bank holiday Monday, you're off.
Katie's secretly got it because I don't get double.
I am. Sometimes I'm like, it's a bit rubbish, isn't it, that you don't work on bank holiday Mondays and get double pay. Is it double pay though? It's a time and a half on bank
Double
holiday.
pay.
Jamie works it. I expect Reese is going to work it as well.
I think they only get time to food, don't they?
I have no idea. No idea. But yeah, lovely, nice, long weekend. We're going to go to the beach tomorrow because tomorrow's supposed to be the last of the hot
And
days.
Sunday I'm going to do the flower beds.
And then it's going to cool down. I'm going to try and get myself to the hairdressers as well, actually, this weekend, because this is ridiculous.
And the gym tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I've been saying for weeks, I need to go get my hair cut, and I just put it off and put it off and put it off.
Girls need theirs done before.
We go away, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, Felicity doesn't want me to cut it myself again.
No.
I don't know what her problem was. I thought I did quite a good job.
She's getting to that age, isn't she?
No.
I think Sienna will love her hairdresser. She loves washing her hair. And I think if you wouldn't even have to get Sienna's hair cut. You just say you're having a wash and a blow dry, and she'd be happy as anything.
Yeah, it needs cutting though.
Yeah.
Sienna's hair's got really long.
No, what I'm saying is she loves to have her hair washed, doesn't she?
She just likes to be in the shower all the time. Complete opposite to other members of the family.
Yeah. Not mentioning 2 boys' names.
One boy's no, 2 boys' names. You're right. Yeah, you're right. But you're not. We're thinking the same ones, aren't we? I just need it cut. I know it did. When it was blonde, it was just. I mean, so damaging, and so expensive. So at the moment, I haven't dyed my greys in ages. They are terrible. I know. They're terrible. And everyone's like, why do you dye it so dark? I'm like, this is my natural colour. Like this is how dark my hair really is. Which is exactly the same as Reese's hair.
Well, not
like,
really.
It is. If you look at pictures of me when I was younger, this is the colour of my hair. I've always had super dark hair. The same as Reese has got. Reese's hair is literally the same colour. But anyway, it's gone really grey. But I'm using semi-permanent colours again rather than a permanent. Well, it doesn't cover up the greys for as long. I'm getting comfortable with it now.
I don't have that problem, look.
Kev's just going bold.
I'm just going bold.
It is what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, I just think, whatever. But I want to start having it dyed properly in the hairdressers, but not highlights like I had before.
What's wrong with me dyeing your hair?
No, I don't mind you doing it, but it's just not very. It's not very good.
I want to know when I can get to the
doesn't
point
stay
where I've
very
lost
long.
that much hair that the hairdresser says it's okay, Kev. Instead of £18 this
You
month,
can pay £9.
It's only £9 because you've only
Half
got
price
half the
haircut
hair.
because you've only got half the hair.
It'll happen at some point, doesn't it?
Didn't you ask the barber that the other day? Do I pay less now? I've got less hair.
Yeah, he did say it's not totally bald yet. It's just thinning.
Hi. Oh, hi, Carol. Hi, Diane. It's not bald, it's thinning. Isn't that the same thing?
No. Bald means no hair. The hairdresser says it's just thinning. There's still a few there.
Bless. I mean, everyone says we're funny.
Who?
Teresa says you two are funny. Oh, here he comes. Oh, mashing his way in. No one knows about your new job yet, I don't think.
No.
I'm surprised no one said, why is Reese at work? Doesn't he
Why
work
can't you
daytime?
cook your own tea? I told you in the car you cook your own tea.
Have you cooked it for him?
Are you taking a mic?
Have you cooked his dinner? You have, haven't you?
No.
I can tell you've cooked his dinner.
When I leave work, please can you put my burgers in the air?
I said no.
No, you
And then you rang and asked Mum.
Yeah.
No, he asked me whilst I was in there.
Yeah, because I just said no to him.
What are my chips?
What chips?
You've cooked his dinner, haven't you?
What chips?
Have you cooked my dinner, Dad? Just Oh, see, we've got a paddling pool.
Well, if you can call it that.
We've got a puddle.
We've got a puddle, yeah.
No, I haven't cooked your dinner.
Right, I'll do it myself.
You got the
Actually, no, I
matching
can't bother
trousers
with
for the
shorts.
You come
top.
back empty-handed.
The stripy trousers, I've got the brown ones and the brown top. Summer stole them the other day though.
Crisps
And these ones
chocolate.
I
are
heard you mention
a
on something.
2-pack,
Hey, what was
black and beige.
No,
I
it's
got
in
from
the air
TikTok
fryer.
as
No, not in the
well.
grass. It goes by the side of Jamie's bike.
No, because why did I scratch Jamie's bike?
I think your bikes have passed the scratching.
Is your
No,
bag?
he hasn't.
Don't go in and steal his things.
He hasn't got anything in there. You ordered his Henry Weston
Honestly,
yesterday.
these boys are stealing each other's stuff, and it's like they just one up each other all the time. So
He's got no Henry Westons in there. Reese drank it yesterday.
Reese will buy like cans of Dr. Pepper and stuff. When Reese is at work and Jamie's not at work, Jamie will go in Reese's room and steal. So when Reese comes home and realises Jamie's taken something of his, he'll go in the cabin and get whatever Jamie's got, and then it just back and forwards, taking each other's stuff. Nothing in there?
No, I've got it. You drank it all.
You drank it all.
They're terrible.
No, we borrow each other's stuff. That's what brothers do.
It's
love
not
it.
I
borrowing
nick
though.
something, he nicks something. It's fair trade. Oh, is that gin?
It is gin, yeah. It's the gin you bought me for Christmas, Reese. I actually opened it.
That's nice, isn't it?
Get off your mum's drink.
Sorry, Mum.
We'll take work in the morning.
10, I believe.
10.
Say hi, everyone. Look, this is Reese's new job. He now works at Audi.
Not the car sales.
He loves his new job at Audi, though, don't
Yeah,
you?
it's not too bad.
Office life wasn't for Reese. Was it, Reese?
No, my manager was a bit of a...
Oh, don't say anything. Reese didn't like the office environment at all. Well, not even so.
Not even the office
the
environment,
ball-
just the office I worked in.
It was long
Mine.
days, wasn't it?
The head
Like
of the
it
office.
wasn't any longer days than doing any other job, but it dragged like a long. So now you've gone to Audi, you love it because you're busy and it
Yeah,
goes
it's
really
alright.
fast. So
I've
yeah.
been doing 6 months, it's alright.
4.
No, 6 is my record. No, it isn't. I was at Argos for over a year.
Yeah.
And McDonald's for just
It's,
over.
it's I think it's you
gotta-
need to do it
You've got
because
to experience it
I
before you settle
I
down
could get
and
on
do what
my
you wanna do
I
for
could
life.
get on my soapbox about it, but I really think that teenagers of today have a real struggle because when I was young and generations before me, we were working when we were so young. Like I had my first job when I was 13, and you get that experience in a workplace. So
getting old.
I worked in an arcade and I did like children's parties because there was a soft play part in the arcade, and then I worked
Make sure you hang
in
your
a
bag up on the
supermarket.
peg.
I worked in Butlins all before I was,
Yeah, they're for bags.
all before I was 17, and it gets you working and you're like, oh, actually I don't want to work in retail, this isn't, but now they won't take them for a job until they're 16. There's not enough jobs to go around. It's a real struggle, and they're supposed to know what they want to do without experiencing
No,
anything.
there's no colleague
So-
discount in Audi. That's why Sainsbury's is better.
No colleague discount. They do get paid breaks though, so they get that
What?
pro. So yeah, so
Like chicken.
he's just dipping his toes in different
That's all
things at the
right.
moment until he
No
figures
point there.
out what he fancies doing.
You pick them out with tongs.
And I'm totally the same. I'm nearly 40
been off
and
10
I
minutes.
do not know what I want to be when I'm older. Like everyone's like,
Protein.
so what are you going to do? Like when the kids are older, I'm like, I don't know. I actually don't know. Do not know what I want to be when I'm older still. But he's, I'm proud of him because he was proactive. He wasn't enjoying what he was doing and he found something else.
He wasn't proactive.
He was
He sat in
proactive.
his arse all day doing nothing.
No, proactive in finding something else.
Huh.
He wasn't enjoying it. So, yeah, I know he sat on his ass in his office job, but he didn't like it. It wasn't for him. So he sorted it and found something else. I can't read that. How is Jen doing? She's doing really well.
Why are you reading that one? Mine is literally just here.
Oh, yeah. I'm straining myself to read over there.
You didn't strain it. It was there. I was reading it as well.
I saw my friend who owns the Caravans yesterday, actually, no, Wednesday. Don't know. And it was so lovely to see him. And I was like, oh, I miss having our chats.
Ew.
Terry. Oh, we're going to have to come off live in a minute. We've been on for ages anyway, but I've got 9% battery. And
Yeah.
apparently I don't have a charger
No,
either.
and neither do I. Because Fizzy's got mine and Sienna's got Randy's.
Oh, God. I do miss... I can still go down and access the Haven site because I still have a pass. In fact, Terry said to me, have you been down? And I was
no.
like, oh, no, I actually haven't. Oh, no, your flip-flop's breaking. Bit of glue. I'll sort that
These are
out.
the comfiest flip-flops in the world.
I miss the money, if I'm honest. It's going to be strange, isn't it, having a summer without the extra caravan money coming in.
I don't care. I'm not going to have a summer with a house full of
Yeah,
bedding.
we won't have a summer full of with a house full of bedding and washing to be done and bedding on the washing
Nipping
line.
down the shop, getting
and
welcome packs. And
yeah, and
every day off, I've got to go and clean caravans.
yeah, it's
Always get given the bathrooms.
as much as it was very good and it was very good money. Having to keep every Monday and Friday free because you just don't know if you're going to have work or not. That is what are you doing? That's tough. I'm looking forward to this summer being able to, if it's Kev's weekend off, so obviously our Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, I'm looking forward to being able to pack the car up on a Friday afternoon and go camping for a couple of nights. Whereas before I couldn't do that because I had work on the Monday and work on the Friday and sometimes even work on the Saturday. And you're right, Reese. Yes, I have enough to do. As much as the girls loved going down there, like I said, we can still go down. But it's a lot
We can
having
say
to
that.
try
By
and.
the time you've cleaned one caravan, say, and then the girls have gone in the arcade and then gone to
I
the
know, I
shop.
was spending more money with them being down there with me. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I'd give them a couple of £1 each for the arcade. Then they want to go to the shop. So I was spending what I was chipping into what I was earning.
You know, that turned to me on. All by
It was
itself.
because you kicked the table.
It was like God itself turned up. There you go.
That was me kicking the table.
I did not touch it then. That was God itself.
But yeah, so they would spend all my money. But there was one day I was in the caravan. Both girls were doing their spellings. One of the maintenance guys came in to change a light switch, and there I was, cleaning the kitchen, doing a spelling test with the girls. It was just a lot to do all the time. My eldest son got a trainee chef apprenticeship at a posh hotel. Chef stuck a pig's head in front of him and told him to carve the cheeks. He didn't last a day. Oh, bless him. Walked into the job in Asda and is now. Oh, that's why would he do that to him? Would you do that if anyone came to your place to work for you? Would you shove a pig's head at them?
No, because unfortunately,
Don't have pig's heads at your work. Well, we've already answered this earlier on. We are not going abroad this year. It's sad, but no, we're not. Which is
we could go to Cardiff for the day. That's like going abroad.
it's across the water, I guess. Yeah, it is crazy that schools expect kids to know what they want to do without them having any experience of anything work-wise.
That's because
it's
the
so
school's
hard.
curriculum is set back in the 1960s.
Well, long time ago. Someone sent me a receipt and pictures of their grocery shopping in Canada today, and I was shook. I was like, wow. The receipt was like 50 something pounds in our money, and she had about 10 items. So I can imagine New Zealand. But I guess everything's relative. Like I said to her, like, you must get paid more if your groceries are that high. So I expect wages are completely different to what they are over here. Oh, someone's daughter's boyfriend's a manager at Lidl and they get 10%. No, Aldi don't give any
That's
discount.
because it's a different bloody company.
Yeah, I know, but there's maybe Aldi's
Well,
the
they're
only
both German, aren't
supermarket
they?
that doesn't.
They were made by German brothers, weren't they? Split up.
Were they?
Yeah. Do you not know that?
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure Lidl and Aldi was by the same brothers, and they split up and opened two separate supermarkets to competition with each other because one of them was getting successful. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the story.
Remember watching the Netflix program about how McDonald's came about? Oh, the supermarket battle. I'm right up on the comments now. The supermarket battle is, the boys. Oh, going down Sainsbury's are you? We're not good enough for you, Aldi. And then I go to Aldi and Jamie's like, oh, really? Not want my Sainsbury's anymore. I want to go to Aldi. But there is stuff that we like to get from Aldi, but not much.
There is the new Nando sauces. If no one's
Yeah, they're
tried them,
good.
they got new like fake Nando sauces, and they are brilliant. They're not just sauces; they're either sauce or marinades. They're $1.59, but you can get it's like I don't know what it is, like the peri one. There's another one. There's a lemon and herb one which we had tonight, and they're absolutely lovely.
Should show them. People have probably seen them. They are literally in glass Nando's bottle type.
Yeah.
Same. I don't know how Aldi get away with it because they look like a Nando's bottle.
But they're not called Nando's, are they? They're called Fandos.
No, not called Nando's. What are they called?
I don't know.
What are they called?
They normally sound the same.
But where did we go? Lidl's, where we got the other sauces that were like
Oh, the Chipotle ones. And
the squeezy
yeah,
bottles.
that was a Chipotle mayo ones, wasn't it?
It was Lidl's, wasn't it? When we were in Cornwall.
It's a bit nippy out here now.
It is getting cold now. So yeah, the battle
How
of the
long
sea.
we on live? Probably been live
long.
like 2 hours, haven't we?
10% discount, Asda. But he's moved out now, so I can't use it. Guide. Now he's going. Asda, now they've gone back to rollback, that it's not as expensive, because it had, I believe, in my opinion, it got really expensive. But now it's gone back to their rollback. Some of the stuff in there's quite good.
Yeah, that's
good
because
deals.
when it was getting expensive, it's because they had them cash pots, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They got rid of the rollback and put all that other stuff in place. Who's got time to be going around the supermarket seeing what they've got deals on?
Well, we're going to have to end this in a minute because Kaylee's got 7% battery and I've got 18.
Yeah.
But the girls have got both our chargers as Riley has decided to intervene. And
I went in his room last
I'm
night and said,
hoping-
have you got my charger? He was like, no. I was like, that looks familiar to me. That charger plugged in with your phone on it. Looks very much like
and
my
I'm hoping
charger.
Reese has brought his charger back from Bella's because that was 3 nights ago and he's still been using Riley's. Let's get back on his bike.
I was like, I can't drive anywhere now. Someone said she might be late home because they were talking about getting the Chinese after the show.
Summer's not though.
What?
Summer's not having Chinese, she says.
No, she said she wasn't, but she said she'd stay around for the bands.
Yeah, because
she's getting a lift home.
Someone's giving her a lift.
So yeah, we're gonna head off, guys. It's got cold out here, but we thought we haven't done a live for ages, so we thought we'd just do
I
one.
would like to say I'm going to go sit in the front room, but I did tidy the front room this morning and Sienna got the toys out.
No, it was a mess.
The only clean room in the house is our bedroom.
The hallway.
Our bedroom.
And the bedroom.
And the downstairs toilet.
Yeah.
Because the kitchen, I haven't cleared up tea stuff yet.
We still have things to do in the hallway though. I still have 4 doors to paint upstairs. We still have to get that under the stairs cupboard sorted. And I need to put pictures up and a mirror up.
And the sealant needs putting round.
And the ceiling, yeah, I still haven't resealed the front door or painted the porchway. So it kind of, and I knew this, I said this to my mum. I said, I need to keep the foot on the gas, so to speak, because once it's got to a livable state, it's easy
It's
to
because
just
you
leave
didn't.
it.
You haven't had your mum there pushing you along.
Yeah, my mum
That's what it
cracking the
was.
whip. But yeah, there's still stuff to be done. We need to just set aside a day to do it, don't we? Really?
Hello from Ireland.
Yeah, I need to paint some doors.
Bye from
Still
Ireland.
got 4 doors to paint.
Right.
But thank you for joining us, guys, and we will see you all probably. Not sure if there will be a vlog tomorrow night because I'm going to the beach. But if I'm back from the beach in time, then there will be. If not, it will be.
If not, we'll just do it live on the beach and
Sunday.
we'll just let Flissy and her friends do it.
Yeah, it's going to run down the beach.
They would love that.
Not that we've decided what beach we're going to yet. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We will see you all very soon. We're going to do the long task of packing away the table and chairs now. Right, have a lovely bank holiday, everyone.
How long was that? A couple of hours?